is the Chelsea Rundown, episode 9 for summer 25-26. And we're covering the women's first and men's fifths for round 11. That opener theme music was very generously supplied by Tony Herdman, Gunna Run. It's available on Spotify, as is his back catalogue. I encourage you to check it out. This episode, we're covering the women's first v Blackburn, the men's fifths v Waverley, and I'm joined, as always, by J-Dub. How you doing?
Oh, I'm good, thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. Apologies, listeners. We're recording slightly late due to life commitments, but Liesl is not here, unfortunately. However, his royal aceness is Ace. How you doing this evening?
Yeah, very good. And quick shout out to the guy setting up the pitcher's mound at the women's game. Maybe don't wear tan shorts if the game's getting recorded, because he bent over and I swear I was looking straight up the Jap's eye on that one. But good on you, mate. It is nice to see you are wearing cargo pants. Maybe just put on black ones next time.
Fair call, mate. I don't think he was in the lineup, Jess, but who was in the lineup?
Our lineup on this day was Michelle at shortstop, Liesl at first base, Bron at second base, Morgan on the hill, Eliza was at right field. I had a little catchy-roo. Molly was at centre field, Erin was at third base, and Em was at left field. So bare 9 in the list, but we had a couple of the seconds players come and help us, and a couple of girls play both the seconds and the first game that week. So lots of help all around from everybody to make sure we had 2 sides fielded. We had a double header at Mulgrave to support them. They wanted to promote women's baseball. So that was actually a really good fun day. And I did like the diamond out here at the Dandenong Angels and Mulgrave share this ground. And I've never actually played on this front diamond. So this was a really, really special day.
Sounds like the day in general was full of highlights, but what about the game itself, Jay? Talk us through them.
So I was a little bit frazzled to this game. I rocked up 15 minutes before the game, had a quick little throw and jumped straight into the diamond. And I don't know if that was happening across the board, or maybe it was because we had people playing both games, but our first dig was a little bit rough. And then we kept the Blackburn actually to a pretty good score after that. But it just felt a little bit rushed. We made some silly mistakes and did some weird things. But overall, generally, it was a really good game. Morgan started off on the hill for us. She's our young pitcher who's been just doing amazing things around the diamond, and no exceptions here. She did an amazing job on the hill. I guess it was a little bit of a blowout. We got a lot more runs than they did, but we actually got 12 walks and only 8 hits. So I don't know. It was Blackburn was a little bit, they're young. They had 2 young pitchers, and we were sort of patient in the batting box. So in the end, yes, it was a bit of a blowout, but certainly it was a good fun game, and the girls were actually really fun to play against.
I'm glad to hear you're patient. I'm impatient. What was that final score?
It was 20-3 on the day.
Woo! Quite the victory. Well done, Dolphins. Let's get to the golden flipper. All right, Jay, whom is nominee 1 this week?
So we nominated Morgan for her day out of pitching, actually. So she got 7 strikeouts on the day. So this is just a little clip of 3 batters in a row. She actually struck out in the dig. So that was actually just a really impressive performance. She's going inside, she's going outside and upside, up and down and all around the plate. So really crafty little handy player to have. So well done, Morgan, on your day out pitching.
Fantastic stuff, Morgan. Jay, nominee 2, please.
Nominee 2 is Michelle for her 3 RBI double. So bases loaded and she smacks it out into center field, and she runs all the way to second. She actually advances to third on the throw coming home as well. So that was actually, she's just amazing. It's just a 3 RBI double. Really impressive work.
Excellent stuff, Michelle. Keep swinging for the fences. All right, Jay, whom was nominee 3?
And this one was to the lovely Erin at third base, who is a very remarkable third baseman. Her glove is always appreciated over there. So I don't always throw a very nice ball to her, but she's caught it and she's got it in front. Poor lady didn't quite make it, maybe. I'm so proud. I'm so happy to play with Erin. She's just really, really capable, and I know wherever I put it, she's going to get behind it and lay the tag. So remarkable effort, Erin. She's always there. So good job.
Fantastic stuff. That can only mean one thing. We are into the men's game for this week. It was Men's Regional South on Sunday, 14th of December. I've already said it, but I'll say it again. We were against Waverley Black Ace. Tell me who was in our lineup.
Pretty standard lineup as this one is. Big razzle dazzle, leading off, pitching for the start of the game. Did very well. You love to watch Jess over at shortstop. Big Humbies. We love Humbies. Ugly down there. Hope you're on the mend, Ugly. I know he got a bit of an injury there. Your aceness down there in that 5 spot. Nico, the Greek, the 9-toed bandit. Drewy down there. Big teabagger out in left field, taking catches, doesn't mind it. Chicken legs, I've been told to call Lucas. So there you go, Dave. I've honoured your call. Chicken legs or something like that. Skinny legs. He called him something. Big Jim over behind the dish. And welcome back, Lisa.
It was a grand return, Ace. Did she make the highlight reel?
Possibly. Don't know all your highlights. You guys do all the editing. I just do the chit-chat. Look, got to probably start off with a big shout-out to Waverley. Great bunch of blokes to play with. So, when we're playing against teams like this, like-minded teams like that, we sort of definitely have a little bit more fun. They had a little bit of chatter out the box. So, great day out there, just to be out there playing a bit of baseball. Good weather out that back diamond. Luckily, we got the pitches mount, so everyone was having a bit of a day. Look, we sort of went ecstatic in the first two digs, 7-7 to 2-1. So, we thought we were in a pretty comfortable way. But then all of a sudden, the bats went dead silent. You couldn't hear a pin drop, and definitely not a ball hitting the bat as we went 3 up, 3 down, 3 up, 3 down, 3 up, 3 down.
I'm pretty sure I heard the wheels fall off at that point, though, Ace.
Yes, they definitely bloody well did. And Waverley sort of put us back on the back burner as they went 1-4-1. So we're in a bit of a tight pickle jam there. We had the lead, but luckily, sort of in that last dig there, I think your lovely wife Jess sort of started the charge with a 1 RBI double out to right field, and sort of followed up after that. So we were able to pile on some runs. The scores obviously reverted back, and we were able to secure ourselves maybe a win. I'll tell you later. But big shout out to sort of everyone involved. I think at the end of the day, we had 13 hits on the day. Your lovely wife amassed 3 big Humvees. He got 1 himself. Myself, I got 2. Big Nico, the Greek Freak, he got 2. Big Drew Tompkins, 2 with a lovely double early on. Tree Bagger, he got 1. A couple of reaches on errors there, and I believe 2 of your hits were both 7-run ending digs. So you were unfortunately unable to do some base running on the day. But I did see you do some stretching of the groin. Maybe you didn't want to be doing some base running.
Yeah, I did tweak it just a little bit at one point, but yes, first and second digs both ended with me stranded on first base as the 7-run rule came into effect. I was a little bit disappointed, to be honest, but that's baseball, and I still love it all the same. It was a fantastic day all round, as you said, Ace. Top bunch of blokes at Waverley to be playing against. It was very enjoyable. What was the final score?
Yeah, so 14-9, but you could call it 19-9 after the scores reverted back. But we were able to get the chocolates on this one by putting up enough runs at batting for long enough that we didn't give them another chance to get back out there.
It was great, but I tell you what else we've got a chance for. It's Golden Flipper Noms. Here they come. All right, Ace, who was nominee 1 this week, please?
Look, he did have a lovely hit sort of in the first dig, a big double, but I have to give a big shout out to Drew Tompkins for this infield play where he covered a lot of ground. Now, we know the Walters don't mind getting in people's way or maybe even taking them out and making out, but unfortunately when it's brother or sister combo, the older brother takes prestige and just got out of the way on here, and this was just a lovely pickup by Drewy. On an interesting surface, we normally play on a little bit of combo grass and onto car, but Drewy just got his body down nice and low and off the back foot, made a beautiful throw over to first base to get the out. I'm loving having Drew over at third base because it means I don't have to be out there, and it means I can sort of maybe go in my preferred possession over at second base. But great job by you, Drew Tompkins. But you're very close for your nomination for your double.
Before you moved on to, sorry, as well about this play, because it is, was clipping these up and there was a couple who ran straight in front of me and took from me, but I was having a little bit of a hard day. And I think my ego was kind of like, hey, what are you doing? And then I kind of went, no, you know what? I think he saw I was having a bit of a rough trot. And rather than maybe let me have another one go through my legs, he's kind of made the effort to go and get it and give it a go. But what I really love about it is I've got my husband behind me in left field. I've got my brother over at, third base. I've got my hype man at second base. And when Liesl comes into first base halfway through the game, I'm like, this is friggin' bliss. This team is incredible. And as long as I have all this support around me, this game was actually really enjoyable, even though I had a bit of a shocker. Drew just knows I'll give it a go. And he does. He's got the actual capability to get this done. But I think at this point in the game, I was like, oh, thank God. Thank you, Drew. So thank you.
The other very similar play Drew did, I'll note, was off his wrong foot. This one, it's on the right foot. There's a little half step in it. But the other throw he makes from third base and gets the out at first was totally on the wrong foot. You're just doing marvelous stuff over there, Drew. I think you're trying to get the club to reinstate a Golden Glove Award, and I'd put you right up in the chocolates for bringing home that one. Ace, nom 2, please.
Yeah, can't go past the Greek freak on this one. I think this was early in the dig, just line driving one straight down third base. And you can see me trotting around the bases because I actually wasn't too sure what the call was, whether I was going to be allowed to keep running or they were going to call it out of bounds because it sort of rolled over third base and then kept going out and kept going out. So I sort of just trotted to a bit of a halt here. Humbles will probably have something to say about that. But the Greek freak, he just does lovely things like this. And it's great to see him back out there. I know he likes to sort of switch left and right, but at the moment with his shoulder injury, as he recovers from that, he's sort of forced to bat right-handed primarily, and he's just done a lovely job here just to push this one straight down the line, past every infielder, and just give us an opportunity to score more runs.
Top effort, Nico. I loved everything about it. Ace, as I understand, there's a controversial nom 3. Over to you, sir.
Yes, this is the first, and it may not be the first. It may not be the last. But this one goes out to Alexander Lee. An absolute awesome catch by Alexander Lee off me at bat. And I tell you what, I hit this one with a fair bit of power. And I think Alexander put himself in a situation where he's just trying to save himself. And here I am giving him a clap. And I had to go out there and shake his hand because I thought to myself, God damn it, this is why I do not pitch. But congratulations to him because I really sort of pulled back on this one. And I was having a pretty good day in the batter's box. For him to be able to put the glove up and take that, I had to give you a nomination. So, Alexander Lee, you are our first inaugural Golden Flipper nomination outside the Dolphins. Please get on. I hope you're watching, and please vote for yourself. I'm giving you permission. Normally, we say you got to vote for somebody else, but on this sort of catch, off that sort of hit, I expect you to vote for yourself.
Well, he's got 8 other members of his team, Ace, that he can rally and just flood the nominations this week, and that'd be quite hilarious to my eye. Great stuff, Alexander. Awesome reflexes on display there, mate. Very impressive stuff. Tell me, Ace, were the club results as impressive as that catch?
Yeah, so if I go to Saturday, our women's both winnings, 20-3, 16-10. Blackburn and Cheltenham going down. Seniors, unfortunately, 0-10. Mulgrave, 0-20. We move over to Sunday. Little League, Bomb Beach, 17-3. Springvale, they had an 8-10 loss. SL70, Mornington, 13-8 loss. Mulgrave, SL80. They had a 10-3 win. And if I can just say a big shout out to Shane Fisher for sort of getting me some information on this one. Of a big game by the kids on Sunday morning, having to come from behind to get the win. With Mulgrave getting a run in each innings, our bats woke up in the bottom of the 4th, and we started swinging multiple hits together with great energy on the bases. Our pitchers were great with their consistency, getting the ball over the plate. The big difference, a great team win with, I believe, every player getting on base for the second week running. Easy to win games when everyone finds a way to get on. Now, if you are listening and you are part of the junior club, we'd love to give you guys a big shout out. So please send through some information, a little bit of a game breakdown, and we'd love to give you guys a shout out every week. So please get that on through to us. SL90, unfortunately, a 0-11 loss. Moving on to Sunday, State 3 East, Springvale 4-13 loss. I did head down for a little bit of this. That Springvale team is looking pretty loaded. Might be time for you guys to go up a grade. Hey, State 4 versus, unfortunately, they had a forfeit, and Regional South, obviously, against Waverley, 14-9 win.
Gotta love that. Jay, is there some midweek baseball information for me this week?
There is. We've got a home game on this Thursday versus Berwick at 6:15 p.m. So get on down and watch some baseball. It's actually an unofficial Christmas round for us, so I'm encouraging everyone to wear your Christmas hats during warm-up or your Christmas socks during the game or whatever. But yeah, and then stick around after your game and have a chinwag and have a drink and, celebrate Christmas before the break.
All right, Jay, tell me, what's happening round 12?
So on Saturday, we'll have Big League at away versus Waverley, and then we'll have women. The State are at home versus Werribee, and the Regional South are away versus Pakenham. Then we'll have our 1s and 2s away versus Ormond Glen Huntley. On Sunday, we have our Little League home versus Sandringham. We have our SL70 Blue away versus Cheltenham, SL70 White home versus Upwey Ferntree Gully, SL80 away versus Cheltenham, SL90 away versus Blackburn. And on Sunday in the afternoon, we'll have the State East 3 away versus Mornington, State East 4 away versus Waverley, and we'll be at home versus Blackburn.
I love everything about it. Thank you all very much for watching another episode of The Rundown. Once again, my apologies. Lisa wasn't available. We're recording late, so we are doing this one at a rapid fire. J-Dub, excellent work, pre-production and production. Thank you so much for joining me.
No dramas at all. Thank you for your work and for all the work from our volunteers every week. We're very grateful for Canteen and Umpire volunteering every time. So thanks very much, guys.
Lovely stuff as well by His Royal Aceness. Ace, it wouldn't be the show without you, buddy. Thanks for coming along and playing.
Just remember, the pod always swims strongest together, but unfortunately, the Ace won't be swimming with the pod this weekend against Blackburn, so he's giving everyone a big shout-out. Hopefully, you guys can jag a win for us as we march on through to September. That's an AFL term. I don't know when our grand final is played. Let's call it early March.
Did I hear you correctly, Ace? You're shouting everyone on the team.
No, that's definitely not. I don't know nothing about
Fair enough. It is the silly season. Thank you, everybody, for watching. A reminder, get scanning on that QR code or click the link in the description to cast your votes for the Golden Flipper. Subscribe to the channel. Links to the full games are in the description of the show. We're out of here. J-Dub, lead us off with a Dolphin chant.